Hello, I'm FJX and this is Q&A Saturday, the weekly series on my channel, and answer your questions that have been asked over the past week or so of the last week's Q&A Saturday comment section. This is a fun once-a-week opportunity for us to have this back and forth about the next Minecraft update, or about life, the universe, myself, or Minecraft in general. I find it a lot of fun, hopefully all of you do too. I'd appreciate a like on the video if you do, because it helps out the channel and lets us know you do enjoy Q&A Saturday and want to keep on seeing this weekly back and forth series, because next week we're going to be doing something kind of fun. I decided, usually we just kind of pick questions based on what's fun to answer, but next time you get to pick the Q&A Saturday questions. So I'll be picking the top 20 Q&A Saturday questions based on upvotes alone, so unless someone is either blatantly manipulating the upvotes, or they're breaking a rule, or they're self-advertising, the top 20 comments from this week's comment section will be answered in next week's Q&A Saturday. So upvote all the comments that you like, downvote the comments you don't like, or questions you don't like, and that's what next week's Q&A Saturday is going to be. It's going to be a lot of fun, I hope, but let's move into the first one from this week, because it actually comes in from someone called I'm a Person 52, which I kind of like as a name because, like, I'm a person, but the 52nd person, whatever. They say, Q&A, where's the best place to leave questions for your next Q&A? YouTube or Twitter? You say that you take the questions from the comment section of last week's Q&A, but most of the questions you answer are from Twitter. So what I like to do is make every single Q&A Saturday video, the comment section of that is going to be the place to ask questions for some future Q&A Saturday video. If you want to ask a question, that is the place to, put it in, because that's where I'm going to be looking, and I think that's a really efficient system, because if you're ever wondering, like, oh yeah, I'd really like to ask this question, don't know where, just go on the last week's Q&A Saturday, you'll get it to me as long as it's a few days early. So yeah, I really like that as a system. However, you might notice I picked some questions from Twitter. This is because I go through every single one of the comments on these videos, and I try not to answer too many repeat questions, or too many questions that are kind of narrow or dull, like, oh, hey Toycat, when are shields coming? I haven't watched any of the other, like, Q&A Saturday videos where that's come up, you get a bunch of questions that are repeat questions, and that's fine. Not everyone's watched every Q&A Saturday, but there's nothing I can do with those, so I would recommend you watch every Q&A Saturday if you want to know the questions. But yeah, so these are the questions that I find interesting and stuff, and then after I've got the questions from the comment section, then I'll ask on Twitter sometimes. So this week, all the questions come from the comment section. In this case, it'll come from Twitter, and those are the only two places we currently do Q&A. Maybe we'll eventually do one on the Discord, discord.gg/toycat, by the way, but for now, I do it mostly on YouTube, and then I fill in the rest with Twitter if I need more personal or more Minecraft update questions. I ask specifically for them there. So that's why you see a mixture of YouTube and Twitter sometimes, but not this week. So moving on to the second question, which comes in from Christian Sacramento, who says, I think crafting stairs should give you 8 stairs, because technically you're removing 1/4 of a block, and in the crafting grid you need 6 to craft it. So it would be 6 1/4s, which can create 2 more stairs. So here's the really annoying thing about stairs in Minecraft. When you craft slabs, it takes 3 wood blocks and you get 6 slabs, because you're cutting them in half and using both halves of that. However, the stairs recipe, this has annoyed me forever, and I've mentioned it in a video before, and I wanted to just, yell about this in its whole own video, but just mini rant right here. When you chop wood into stairs, you should either get 8 stairs, which is the logical amount, because 6 stairs going into 3/4 blocks, that gives you 3/4 times 6, which is 8 blocks, by the way, fun fact, but you also, at the very minimum, should get 6 blocks. I still don't understand, to this day, why you get 4 blocks of stairs when you craft wood into stairs, because think about it, okay, you go in there with your 6 bits of wood, and then you chop off the quarters. Maybe those quarters can't be used to make an extra block, but then you have 6 blocks. I don't understand in Minecraft how you have 6 whole blocks, 2 of the blocks go missing, and then you chop off the quarters of the other ones, throw those away or something, and then you'll have with 4 stairs. It makes so little sense, and given that next update is going to be the slabs and stairs update, or it's going to include slabs and stairs, it's not called the slabs and stairs update, and I'm sure it's not going to be the most major part of the next update, but one of the things we know is going to be in the next update is more slabs, more stairs. We really need to fix this, because it's so weird that you get 6 slabs from 3, wood blocks, but from 6 wood blocks you get 4 wooden stairs, despite the fact that a stair is only 50% more than a slab. I think that made sense, but just in case not, old man yells at crafting recipes in Minecraft, I could do that for a whole video, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'll just say, oh my god, why not 6 or 8? Why 4? Who came up with that? Why not just be like, oh, it's 3 stairs or 2 stairs, or why not make it so it's 1500 stairs, because they all make just as much sense as 4 stairs. So with that said, let's move into the next question, which comes in from Pirate Lover, which is the best type of thing to love, who says, Q&A, you've said you don't like to buy Minecraft skins because you think they're pointless, but why would you spend a lot of money on Fortnite skins? So yeah, a lot of people have this exact same thing, right? So a Minecraft skin pack costs $1, you get 20 skins, and that to me is terrible value, because what are you going to do with 20 skins? But in Fortnite, I think one of the clever things they decide to do is they sell individual skins, and they sell them for much, much more. It's like $20, and somehow that results in them not only making more money from skin packs or whatever, but it makes Fortnite one of the most profitable games off this year. They're making $2 million a day from iOS, they're making tens of millions or hundreds of millions, again, the the numbers are kind of hard to come by for the whole game, and it's insane. However, I'd like to quickly mention, I don't buy skins in Minecraft. I don't buy skins in Fortnite either. So I only buy skins in Minecraft for videos or whatever, and I've never bought a skin in Fortnite. But every single person I know, so I follow a lot of people on Twitter, are like, oh yeah, so I've probably spent a few $100s on Fortnite skins. I don't understand how people are so addicted to a system that's like, oh yeah, you get to look slightly different when you see your character, and they'll spend a lot of money on it. I've never bought a Fortnite skin outside of, I think, like when you get free V-Bucks for buying the Battle Pass, I'll be like, you know, I'll buy a deliberately terrible skin just, you know, because it's kind of funny that way. But some people have spent a lot of money on it, and it's just one of my favorite examples of the fact that, like, video games and economics, because I find economics interesting, just basically, when it comes to video games, everything's kind of off the table. You might think that charging more for something would reduce the sales, but in some cases, it increases profit, and it's just a really weird world of how video games monetize, and I like that, you know, you can apparently do it purely by skins if you just make people want the skins hard enough, which makes still no sense to me, but it's kind of how that works. So yeah, I don't buy skins in Fortnite, by the way. I haven't played Fortnite in a very long time, but it is something worth noting that, like, if you buy skins, you make the game work for the rest of us, so I guess that's kind of nice. Anyway, let's move on to the next question, which comes in from SGT, who says, I love how everyone is like, the next update is a cave update, yet Jeb confirmed a few months ago that the next update would be a fan update. So, you know, I'm going to make a fun joke about your comment and say, what do you mean a fan update? We already have Coral fans, ha 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 ha. Okay, let's talk about what you actually meant there then. So yeah, the cave update as being 1.14, we all kind of know in our hearts, I'd like to believe at least, that 1.14 is going to be called 1.14 the cave update, or 1.14 exploration update, and, you know, stuff like that. We kind of all know it, right? I think everyone knows deep in their heart, 1.14, the primary theme is not going to be mining. The primary theme is going to be some form of biome. I speak to a few people who are on the inside of the whole Minecraft thing, and they're like, you know, I know for sure it's going to be a jungle biome, or I know for sure it's going to be a desert biome. I've heard both of those, like, kind of competing. That's where it's going to be focusing on. It's going to be focused on some biome, and apparently one of the warm biomes, based on those two guesses. But yeah, it's going to be focused on a warm biome, and that's going to be the focus of the update, but that doesn't mean it can't also be a cave update, and that doesn't mean they can't also add a lot of those fan suggestions like they said they already would. So yeah, 1.14, it could just end up being like, oh yeah, we're going to update a biome, which is kind of a big deal by itself. Like, no biome is going to be as big as the ocean, but imagine if we made, you know, deserts much better, or jungles much better, or savannas much better, or mesas much better, and then also, at the same time, we add a few mobs, we add all the new stairs, and then we add the fan features. That sounds like a great update in my opinion, and that's why that's a thing. So yeah, the next update's not going to be the cave update for sure. That's 100% guaranteed. We know it with pretty much 100% fact. It's just, in that update, they should also add in some cave features. The caves and underground exploring and mining should be considered in some way. Even if it's just adding one new ore, even if it's just adding a brand new use for mined diamonds, or a brand new way to find diamonds, or whatever you want to exactly do, that is something that 1.14 needs. But yeah, because people complain at me for talking about the cave update too much, I do move on quickly. Let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Monster Slayer GOT, who says, Toycat, I've been watching your old Update Adventures Let's Play, and I was wondering, were you really wearing a hat for the first episode? So, the funny thing about this question, in my opinion, is the fact that, yeah, I thought back to it, and I was immediately like, yeah, I did wear a hat in the first episode of the Let's Play, and I still, to this day, can't work out why. So, yeah, if you haven't, a lot of people have been going back and watching the Update Adventures Let's Play quite recently, because I've recently sorted the playlist. You can now watch it from start to finish, and as a result, a few people have been watching that first episode and wondering, like, Toycat, why did you say you were wearing a hat? And the truth is, I really was wearing a hat. If you look on Twitter long enough, you'll probably find the hat I was exactly wearing, and I still don't know why I wore it, because I could have very easily lied about wearing a hat and just said, oh, I'm wearing a hat right now. There was no face cam, there was no nothing like that. It was just like, I'm wearing a hat to make this Let's Play different, and although there's something, like, you know, hilariously beautiful about just doing something randomly, it's also a bit like, maybe I should have just lied. And honestly, it just made me realize that, like, you know what, truth be told, the reason, like, I don't lie so much, whether it be on YouTube or in general, is because half of the fact that, like, oh, well, you have to keep up that lie forever. Lying's a lot of effort if you want to do it well, and two is just the fact that I try to be as honest as I can, because it's something I'd like to see in people, and therefore I like to be in myself, and apparently I'm honest even about wearing hats in a way that literally no one can see or prove, because I very distinctly remember taking it off at the end, and then someone asking me, like, were you really wearing a hat? And I was like, yeah, but I don't know why I wore the hat, and yeah, to answer your question, I did wear a hat. And to answer the slightly related question from Muffins47, so yeah, I started watching your Update Adventures Let's Play series, but I don't know if I can jump right in or watch the whole thing to understand it. If you had to say, what would you suggest? So, what you might want to do is, because you can watch any episode in any order really, because they're all kind of self-contained just things where I'm playing Minecraft, it's a lot of fun, but I would recommend, like, watch a current episode, see if you like it, but if you don't like it, or you do like it a lot, or, you know, what, either one of those two things, go all the way back to episode 1, because if you can watch all the so it's up to there. A lot of people have told me it's a really fun ride going through, you know, like 360 to 1 to Bedrock for all the different updates, and also you can also see me like kind of grow up as a person, I guess. I think I was 17 when I started that Let's Play. I'm 23 now, and it's kind of cool that it's like one continuous series, in my opinion, but you know, I'm just an internet cat, you don't need to care about what I say. Let's move into the next question, which comes in from Luke Deterring, or Dettering maybe, who says, Q&A, what is the absolute worst Minecraft idea you've ever heard of? And honestly, as someone who runs a Minecraft channel and I check the comments, I see a lot of good things in the comments. I see a lot of the people, you know, like from the Q&A Saturday, the regulars, the people I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool, they watch the videos on a regular basis. Like, I see a lot of people that I really like in the comments, and then I see a lot of, you know, people who have come to the first time ever, maybe on their first YouTube video ever, they're like, here's the best Minecraft idea ever, and here's why you have to add it to the game, Toy Cat, because they'll always assume that I'm the one adding the feature to the game as a YouTuber that totally makes Minecraft. But yeah, the worst ideas, in my opinion, that I see really frequently are Emerald Armor. Emerald Armor is such a bad idea on so many levels. One, if it's not as good as Diamond, who's going to wear it? Two, you know, Emerald needs to be a currency. It can't be used for armor. Second, but the one that I think takes the cake is always the first bar. The first meter in Minecraft is such a questionable idea, because honestly, all you're doing is making Minecraft harder with literally no benefits. There's no fun side of a first meter. A first meter is just something that can kill you if you don't keep it stocked up, or that can stop your regeneration. And as you saw from that video where I kind of used it, because water can be made in infinite sources, it's basically just an annoyance in Minecraft. Like, oh yeah, you have to, you know, bring this stuff around you, and who wants something that just makes the game worse and annoying? Unless you can come up with some compelling use for a first meter, which no one ever does. Everyone just says, hey, I'd love a first meter in Minecraft, and also to poop in Minecraft. If you don't poop, then you get constipated and you die. That's terrible. Who is into these ideas? But it's a common thing as far as I can tell. So let's move into the next question, which comes in from Brandon Cordil, who says, hey Toy Cat, this is more of a serious question, but I've been going through YouTubers I used to watch, and a good amount of them have stopped uploading videos, and I was wanting to know if you're actually going to do that as well, because it seems like you've hinted at the fact that things could go there. Not saying that you would, but I've been really enjoying your stuff for the longest time, and so have a lot of others, and I really don't want you to just go off the grid. Long question, sorry. So he's asking, am I gonna stop YouTube anytime soon? Because a lot of YouTubers, especially if you've been subscribed for, you know, so many years, will have stopped making videos or moved entirely on, whether that be to TV or be to like a traditional job. So yeah, to kind of answer your question, I will be doing YouTube for as long as it is viable for me to do so. I really, you know, like what I do here, and I'd like to continue doing this for as long as it can kind of be a thing across the various YouTube channels that I have. I'd like to always be on YouTube in some form, and this channel, even if we, you know, die down a little bit, I'd still like to do something here on a regular basis. That's my goal, at least. We'll see if that kind of pans out. But to kind of, you know, directly go on to like, so what's the deal with that? Are you gonna stop quitting YouTube at some point? I think recently I've been going for like the biggest rough patch both on YouTube, and it's been spreading a little bit into like the personal life a little bit too. But the thing about it is that yeah, things you know, kind of have these big waves and ups and downs and stuff, and the kind of response to it is that yeah, we're gonna like cut down on the videos a little bit. Like instead of doing 2 uploads every single day, it's like 2 uploads every, you know, like weekend day, and then also when I live stream, that'll be like a second video for the days. But we'll just have like, you know, only 1 video on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. That's been making my life and my days a whole lot easier. So that way I'm more inspired and waking up like wanting to do the videos, and that's something that I'm kind of doing as like a small change. I used to make 2 videos every single day because there were so many more videos than that I wanted to make. That was just kind of the max that I could reasonably consistently do while also doing other things, you know, with any amount of my day. And it, you know, just over time that built into like, you know, more and more time in each video, taking up more and more stress of the days where I am recording, and I don't think it was good for my kind of overall health, and I think it's probably potentially bad for the videos as well. So in the future I want to like kind of focus slightly more on slightly fewer videos, because then it also gives me time to focus on other fun things. Like I want to, you know, record some mobile games on the 3rd channel. I've been doing that, for instance. The 2Cat channel takes up more and more time. Just having all these different projects going on the side basically means that I figure like, let's cut down a little bit here so that we can have something that can consistently go forward. And if you do like kind of agree that like, yeah, we can, I'd like to keep the channel going, I'd like to help, because something I do on this channel is, you know, inherently unique when it comes to Minecraft channels, that I'm not like just trying to like treat you all like your children because that's the way I can maximize revenue and clicks and whatever else. It's like, hey, we're just gonna like have real conversations, be real people about this whole thing. And because of that, I feel like, you know, if you want to support that, just leave a like on any video, click the eyes on any videos, leave a comment if you have anything to say, because I think it's most important to help the stuff that you don't think is already rising. Like, so for instance, like the most viral video trends, playing Fortnite and doing whatever the, hot thing is right now, or like, making those Minecraft videos where you pretend something's in Minecraft, but it's not really. Those are videos that can do really hot right now. They don't really need the extra help. They're going wild with the algorithm, but if you want to support videos that aren't that, or are the things that you actually do want to see, then make sure that you like the video, or make sure that if you want to support via, sponsoring the channel, or being a channel member as it now is, or super chatting, whatever it is that you can do, that's the simplest way to keep the channel alive. I think the channel is going to go through some changes, especially as like August comes to an end, as September gets here, and I really hope that, with your support together, we can maybe survive those changes, but we'll have to kind of just wait and see what happens from there. So yeah, it's been a little bit of like a negative situation, but it's been something where I've decided, I'm going to pull back a tiny bit on the videos, focus more on those videos, and just kind of have more fun with each of them, and hopefully that's something you've been appreciating, and will appreciate over the next few days and weeks. And also, I probably will do a vlog or two over the next couple of weeks, so you might enjoy what's going on over there. But let's move on to the last question, which comes in from Steak Quesadilla, which I love the name, by the way. Q&A, what is your favorite part of being a YouTuber? And this is kind of like accountants, the last question, because I like being honest about things, but when, that comes to like, oh yeah, YouTube's really unstable because the amount of money goes up and down so wildly, and, it leads to like this downside and this upside, and it seems kind of depressing, but it's just me trying to share the truth. But one of the things that I want to share the truth about as well is what I love about doing YouTube. YouTube is one of the most fun things to me, because every single day I get to wake up and share some of the ideas and thoughts and whatever I have about whatever I'm thinking about that day. And sometimes it's like, I want to talk about pizza and why pizza is the best thing in the world. We can kind of do that if we want to. And yeah, I feel like it's really great being able to just like wake up and share the ideas. If I'm really into something in a game, so like when I find something amazing in Minecraft, I can share that with all of you. I like, looking at future updates, and I can, kind of dive into that, and people are interested in seeing either what I have to say or also what I found, and I think that's a wonderful thing as well. I love all the parts of being being a YouTuber, where I can share the things that I love and have found and whatever else with all of you, the subscribers, that, want to see that as well. I love that people want to actually see the things that I find interesting, and thank you very much for making that a possible thing. I love that I can be honest on this channel, because there's a lot of places where honesty really just isn't appreciated, but we can do it here. I love that I can share all the things that I want to share, whether it be about Minecraft updates, about weird things in Minecraft updates, or about anything else, and thank you everyone who watched this video and the channel as a whole for making that a possibility. I hope you all enjoyed the Q&A Saturday. If you want to support the channel, you can always like the video or share it or do anything like that. Make sure you hit the bell if you want to see more of these, because YouTube is really trying to de-emphasize subscription boxes, so turning on notifications with the all turned on is one of the best ways to actually see your subscriptions, which I know a lot of people do want. There will be slightly less videos over the next few weeks and months or whatever, until we, maybe with an update comes out, we'll go back temporarily to more videos, but I kind of like the current system, because midweek news, it doesn't come out too often. If there is some midweek news, maybe we'll make a second video, but just being able to have a more consistent schedule that leads to less stress for me and hopefully more fun videos for you, I think is a good thing, and that's what's going to be happening over the next, again, like I said, few months. Also, Q&A Saturday this week, we're going to be doing something kind of fun, where if like I said, if your comment is in the top 20 comments, I'm going to be answering it no matter what, unless there is vote manipulation, or unless it is breaking one of the rules, or unless it's self-promotion. So leave your comments down below, and make sure you do upvote and downvote comments you do like and don't like. If someone asks hey, do you think Gravel's so great, make sure you downvote them, because they're wrong, and if they are something great, then you can upvote it too. But yeah, that said, hope you'll enjoy Q&A Saturday, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.